Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? Well, this is for Dagger, or sorry, Tosco's TAC-P qualification training, basically. I'm going to be acting as Thunder 6-3. Going to be flying A-10 Thunderbolt 2. It's called the Warthog, obviously, due to the nose. It's a warthog. It's the pig, affectionately called. We got Chief Silversmith over in
Airbase.
Apache.
This is Warlord, signing on 7-5 at Mike 3 helicopter front. Standing by for lift clearance.
Airbase Winners Thunder 6-3, 1x A-10 Thunderbolt 2, signing on 7-5, standing by for lift clearance. Dagger, this is Thunder 6-3, requesting lift clearance from Airbase Winners for myself and Warlord.
Thunder, you are clear to lift. Warlord is as well.
Dagger, Thunder copies, cleared to lift. Airbase Winners, Thunder 6-3, spooling engines, Mike 3, parking.
This is Warlord on 7-5, schooling engines, Mike 3 helicopter parking.
Airbase Winners, Thunder 6-3, good spool, both engines, final checks complete. Taxiing onto Sears 7 en route for active runway.
Airbase, this is Warlord on 7-5, good school, parking direct northwest, staying clear back to runway.
Airbase Winners, Thunder 6-3, holding short runway 22 right. Taking active runway 22 right.
Airbase Winners, this is Warlord on 7-5, out to the northwest, 2 clicks out, signing out 7-5.
Airbase Winners, Thunder 6-3, on takeoff roll, runway 22 right.
Dagger, this is Warlord on 7-0.
That's for Dagger on 7-0.
Stand by for CAS check.
Dagger is ready for cash check-in.
I am H3, Guardian of Action, also at Warlord 3-3. I'm currently en route to Union Ground after the Earth. My weapons are full-on gun, 3-8 Hydra, 7-0 rockets, 4 November, and 4 Kilo Hellfires, 2 times 9 AMX Sidewinders. Break. I am Laser Spot and DCS. I am at break.
Airways Thunder 6-3. I am clear of airspace 4 kilometers out to the southwest.
I'm at
I got Sun 5 today.
98% and leading with 0+120 playtime. Port code is book. Over.
Dagger copy. Port code of book. 38 Hydra, 4 Novembers, 4 kilos. Lead spot and CSK pulse.
You forgot to use Sidewinders and the guns, but it's all there.
Dagger copies all with addition of guns, full, and 2 times Sidewinders.
Good copy. I am now at PT Creon. Thunder, the Swirler on 7-1.
Send it.
I got some radar contacts out there about 5 clicks from my prep position and 032. That's all I can tell about. Could be friendly locations.
Copy. I have eyes on a mortar pit. Grid break. (115-214) next to a Ural, covered Ural. 2 times fucking tubes.
Give me that grid again.
Grid 115-214. I'm just writing it down on a piece of paper until we're told otherwise. If you did copy Steven saying don't mark up anything until it starts rolling.
Yes, but I mean I can
All
mark
has B, advise, infantry in contact, Dagger starting to push to get eyes on.
Well, copy.
Thunder copies, Dagger. This is Thunder, I'm on station. Standing by for gas check-in.
They're running right now.
Thunder, this is Dagger on 70.
Dagger, this is Thunder, send it.
Dagger is ready for cash check-in.
Dagger, this is Thunder 6-3. I am 1 times A-10 Charlie, Thunderbolt 2, Warthog. Currently at Angels 8. Currently 95% bleeding. Playtime of 0+120 mics. I am full on the gun. 2 times EGB 12. Paveways. 6 times AGM 65 Hotel Mavericks, 1 times CBU 105, 6 times Mark 82, and 2 times AIM-9 X-ray Sidewinders. I'm laser spot, back A, and UCS capable. I'm standing by on 7-0 for CAS with an abort code of cold. Over.
Dagger copies CAS check-in. Dagger copies CAS check-in of 2 times CBU 12, 8 times Maverick, 1 times CBU, and 6 times Mark 82, full on the gun with an abort code of cold.
Dagger, just confirming, did you say 8 times of something?
Maverick?
That would be 6 times.
Tango Mike, Dagger corrected 6 times Maverick.
From the CAS check-in, it sounded all correct except for the correction that was already given. Standing by on 7-0.
A firm. Dagger will have word for you in a minute. Warlord, stand by for CAS.
Dagger, this is Warlord, standing by for CAS.
Warlord, looking at standby. Okay, Warlord, stand by for 5 line.
Warlord, ready for 5 line.
Will be control type 2, ordnance of guns and rockets. Friendly positions are 300 meters to the south. We're looking at 1 squad of infantry in the open, pushing southbound towards friendly position, marked on map as 2-2. They're shooting at us with light arms fire.
Dagger, this is Warlord, stay chatted.
Dagger is still green. Advise copy the 5 line.
Well, a copy. I read back 5 lines. Type 2 control, guns and rockets. Friendly is 300 meters to the south. Enemy infantry running towards you. Blue 4 marker, red 4 marker, 0821.
Readback is correct. Or additionally, Dagger will mark with red smoke.
Well, their copy of last Dagger. Do a specific ingress, egress, or is that on me?
Ingress from 050, egress yours.
050 ingress. Ingress mine.
Advise on one final approach. Dagger will pop red.
Dagger, the Swarlord. Inbound time now. We'll let you know when I'm on final.
Roger, smoke's going out.
Not quite yet, Dagger.
Thunder, stand by for cast.
Dagger, this is Thunder. Go and send cast check in when or go and set in your 9 line whenever you need.
Hey, from Thunder, push IP Whiskey. We're going to look at a heading of break. A heading of 090, distance from IP of 5 clicks, with an elevation of with an elevation of above sea level. Send Warlord.
On final.
Roger, red going out.
What? Above sea level?
Dagger's looking at Thunder. Dagger is currently looking at infantry in the open on the west.
Go tally red. Tally red. Am I clear to fire?
Clear hot, clear hot.
Guns and rockets. Breaking out to the south.
Warlord cast complete, push back to BP Crayon and standby. BDA is 80 over 100.
Warlord copy. Go into BC Crayon.
Thunder, disregard call for cast. Just stand by at around IP Whiskey and try to get ISR to our western and northern side if doable.
Copy that. I've been doing ISR Dagger 1-2. Are we clear to start marking up things as we see it, or do you want him to be marking things up?
Mark them as they start moving, as we did before.
Copy.
Dagger, this is Warlord on 70.
Stand for Dagger.
I am back at BC Crayon. I have 30 rockets left.
Solid copy, 30 rockets.
Dagger, this is Thunder on 70.
Stand for Dagger.
I got a BR-80 Alpha with a platoon worth of infantry at break. 106208, red 4 mark 0821, moving south down into the valley.
Dagger copies. Stand by for stand by for 9 line. We're going to have you come in on the valley.
Copy. Do you want me to push to IP Sierra? The valley runs north to south instead of west to east.
That's an A-firm push. IP Sierra and stand by for the rest of the 9 line.
Copy. Pushing IP Sierra. Inconceivable Mons. Thanks
Currently
for
getting
following.
engaged by that 80
Hopefully
Alpha.
you like it.
Your advice on. Warlord, need you for emergency cast.
Warlord standing by. What you need?
Need 1 time kilo on lane. Advise when ready.
Ready to fire.
Send when ready. Mark with wave.
Am I cleared hot?
Cleared hot, cleared hot.
Rifle.
Good hit. Raging cold.
Look up.
Warlord, your cast is complete. Thunder, what's your progress onto IP Sierra?
I'm still pushing that way now. Dagger, approximately less than a mic.
A-firm, you good to copy the 9 line?
Yep, go with your 9 line.
Okay. So as stated before, pushing IP Sierra, heading will be 000. Distance from IP is going to be 5.5 clicks. Due north. Elevation of target is currently at 502 meters. We're looking at infantry in the open, pushing south towards friendly positions. Target is marked to be a red 40827. Can additionally mark with red smoke if needed. Friendly positions are 500 meters to the south, marked with blue 4 marker Havoc 22. Egress will be yours.
I read back IP Sierra 360, 6 kilometers, 502 meters, infantry out in the open 0827, 500 south, marked by Havoc 22, blue 4 marker. Egress is going to be mine, standing by for remarks and restrictions.
Correction on enemy position, reference red 4 marker 0821 instead of 0827. Enemies have gotten closer. No remarks, no restrictions on that.
Copy 0821, correction noted. What are you requesting, Dagger?
Guns and rockets.
Be advised, I do not have rockets.
Just guns.
Copy guns. Tally on target.
Dagger copies, tally cleared hot.
Copy in.
Warlord, this is Dagger on 70.
Send it, Dagger.
Stand by for 5 line.
Warlord standing by.
Warlord's requesting guns and rockets on...
Guns, guns, guns.
Dagger copies, guns. Requesting guns and rockets. Type control 2. Friendly positions are going to be 320 meters to the south. Enemy is red 4 marker 0831 infantry on top of the hilltop. We are looking at enemies currently suppressing friendly immediate suppression of that target.
Warlord copies fast. Read back. Type 2 control. Guns and rockets. Friendly is 320 meters southeast. Well, south.
Impressed. Thanks for the follow. Hopefully you're liking it so far.
My egress is going to be the same as last time.
Read back is correct. Additionally marked it with red.
Copy. And then again on the egress, same as last time?
Affirm.
Good copy. There's Warlord on final.
Low copper, clear hot.
Tally target, clear hot, heard. Guns and rounds.
Dagger, this is Thunder. I'm back at IP Sierra, beginning my orbit.
Breaking south.
Solid copy, Thunder.
There's Warlord out to the south. I noticed my rockets were a little high. Maybe next time just guns only on that one.
Dagger copy.
Dagger, this is Thunder on 7-0.
Then for Dagger.
Red 4 Mark 0834, grid break 118219, running east, northeast, is 1 times BTR.
Dagger tracking red marker 0834, 1 times BTR.
And from Dagger, be advised there's also a second BTR coming back around. Mark that one up. Same location though, basically.
Dagger, this is Warlord, Thunder.
Stand by.
Dagger, there's a second one that pulled in behind the first on that same road, second BTR. Dagger, this is Thunder on 7-0, an additional BTR 0836.
Thunder, push, IP, Sierra, and stand by for 9 line.
Copy, pushing IP Sierra, go and send your 9 line.
Heading will be 000. Distance from IP is going to be 5 clicks. Elevation of 205 meters. Infantry is pushing up in between 2-4 and 2-2. Target is marked with red bow marker 0836. Is a platoon of infantry. Friendly positions are 200 meters to the south and 200 meters to the northwest of enemy marker. Egress of 050.
Copy, IP Sierra 360, 6 kilometers, 205 meters, infantry platoon at grid, or at red 4 mark 0836, 500 south, or correction, 200 meters south and 200 meters northwest, in between Havoc 22, Havoc 24, And egress is going to be 050.
Rebecca's correct.
Copy. What are you requesting?
Guns on target.
Copy. Requesting guns. Dagger, this is Thunder. I'm in from the south.
Dagger copies advised, but on final.
I'm on final.
Cleared hot. Warlord, this is Dagger on 70.
Jazz Warlord, send it.
Once Thunder is cast complete, push to BP marker and stand by for 5 line.
Or a couple slash. Pushing BP now.
Guns going down.
Dagger copies done.
Zero 50. Pushing.
Thunder, you're cast complete.
Copy. Cast complete.
Warlord is 2 clicks until the next BP, ready for 5 lines on give it. Dagger, this is Warlord, 70.
Austin 70, stand by. I'm going to do a quick hot wash with Dagger down here, and then
Warlord copies.
Thunder copies. Hey, I got a question for you.
Go.
On that first gun run that I did he actually clear me hot?
I don't remember.
He said, because I remember saying I was in from the south, and then he said something. I don't know if he said I was cleared hot or not.
Yeah, I don't remember. I was focusing on mine at the time.
Austin 7-0, we are going to resume exercise.
Fuller cup.
Thunder copies.
Whirler, this is Dagger on 7-0.
There's a swirler on 7-0.
Can I get an updated Hydra count?
Hydra count at 1-8.
Think of it.
Warlord, this is Thunder on 7-1.
Send it.
What's your primary laser code?
All air assets, be advised. Infantry forces
Press
are taking
on
IDS.
111.
Prioritize ISR to get to finding that, please. Thank you.
Dagger, this is Thunder. Prioritize what? What are you looking for? What do you want us to look for?
Either D-30s or mortars.
Copy. There's mortars marked up on 115, 214, 2 times tubes.
Solid copy. Thunder, let's get a GBU-12 on that. Stand by for push, IT Echo, and stand by for 9-9.
Copy. Just confirming you want IP Echo, correct?
Okay, firm. Push IP Echo. We're going to have you coming from the east and drop not a GPU, but a Mark 82.
Copy.
Warlord, this is Dagger on 7-0.
There's a swirler standing by.
Is your ISR better from BP Marker or BP Crayon?
As I am single seat, the only ISR I can give is radar, and basically I tell Thunder I see something and he actually looks at it.
Okay, firm.
Dagger, this is Thunder. I'm en route for IP Echo. Send your 9-line.
Dagger copies, 9-9 to follow. Distance from IP is going to be 4.5 clicks. Elevation of target is 1,341 meters.
Dagger, want to change that?
Hello?
1,341 meters.
Negative. Elevation is 48 meters.
Copy. 48 meters.
We're looking at 2 times mortars, location of target, grid 115-214, markers retro marker 0845, 0846. Friendly positions are to the southwest of 1,300 meters. Egress is yours. Ordnance is 1 times Mark 82.
Copy. IP Echo 5 kilometers, 48 meters, 0845, 0846, 2 times mortar tubes. Friendlies are southwest at 1,300 meters, requesting 1 times Mark 82 on target in the middle of the tube.
Feedback is correct. Thunder advised. Would you recommend 2 Mark 82s, or do you think 1 is enough?
I can put it directly in the middle, and there should be enough shrapnel and whatnot that would shred both of those.
Okay, perfect. 6 to 1. Advise 1 on approach.
Beginning my turn, coming in from the east.
Dagger copies advising tally.
Alley target.
Cleared hot.
Copy, cleared hot. One away. Out to the south.
Dagger copies.
Dagger, this is Thunder. Be advised there was a third, I say again, a third times tube that was hidden from me. I just saw it after I dropped, so tried to hit, and everything's destroyed.
Dagger copies off. He is 100 over 100 then. As complete.
100 out of 100. Gas complete.
Once you get back up to a safe distance, let's get ISR to make sure that there aren't any other tubes in the AO, and then let's see if we can track down those PTRs again.
Copy and continue ISR.
Dagger out.
Dagger, BTR is located 0854 right next to the destroyed mortars. They're on the road heading south-southwest.
Solid copy. Warlord, let's have a preemptive 5-line for you.
This is Warlord. Send it, Dagger.
Will be type 2 with 1 time kilo. Friendly positions are going to be 700, 800 meters to the southwest. Location of the target is going to be at QRP Alpha of 1 times BTR. Let's Pending your visual acquisition of that target, you can hold fire until it crosses your CRP Alpha engagement.
Dagger, spoiler alert, I copy that. However, there's a problem with that. I am unable to do that. You will either need to lace it or have Thunder Buddy lace it for me to let me know when to shoot the thing, because I won't be able to do that.
Disregard 1 times BTR, have 3 times BTR. Dagger will laze, we'll send one right after the other, we'll advise on splash and move to next.
Good copy. And read that back, type 2 control, kilos, the remaining ones on your lays, 800, friendlies 800 meters to the southwest, CRP Alpha, BTRs you will call when you want each missile shot.
Rebecca's correct. Dagger lost visual pending our visual acquisition will call for fire.
Dagger, this is Thunder. I can confirm that all 3 BTRs have passed CRP Alpha at this time.
Dagger copies. Lays is hot on the first one. Send one ready.
Kilo, rifle.
Hit 1, lays cold, lays hot, send for 2.
Rifle.
Lays, send 3.
Rifle.
Okay.
Warlord, now Winchester on kilos.
Dagger copies. Winchester on kilos. Lays is cold, 1 BTR still alive. Warlord, can you reattack with November?
I can. Am I cleared to fire?
Send it.
Rifle.
Good hit, lays cold.
What a cop.
Dagger, the BTR to the south is still moving.
Affirm, its gun is disabled and crew is dismounting.
Dagger, they've just remounted.
They're sitting on top of it, they can't do anything with it. We'll have infantry clean that up and set in the water.
Copy. Dagger, this is Thunder. I can confirm that was a direct hit by one of Warlord's missiles on that target. It should be destroyed.
Dagger copies, 1 direct hit on the BTR with a kilo.
Dagger, this is Thunder. I can confirm 100, 100, all 3 BTRs are destroyed. Catastrophic, cast complete.
Thunder, this Dagger. Dagger is seeing the same, confirming cast complete.
Thunder, spoiler on 7-1.
And it.
What kind of BTRs?
BTR 70s.
Got it.
And the one that I was talking about to the south, you actually fucking hit it so hard it flipped and moved to that position. So that was pretty funny to watch.
All air assets be advised. Thunder is hearing more explosions off in the distance, probably some larger IDF. Can we get ISR out? See if we can find what's shooting at us.
I'm hearing explosions. Dagger, this is Thunder, just confirming you're hearing the explosions, not me.
Affirm, I'm hearing the shots from what I believe is IDF. Actually, disregard. I got eyes on target. Entrenched position with MRLS.
Copy, I can see the rockets trailing down now. attempting to identify. Dagger, I got 2 times BM-21's marking on time now.
Disregard. Thunder needs you for immediate pass on BM-21. We're going to mark with Blaze for GB-12. Advise, push IP Echo and stand by for that plane.
Copy, IP Echo.
Nine line to follow. IP Echo, distance from IP is going to be 6 clicks. Elevation of target is at 16 meters. We're looking at BM-21s, at least one we have visual on. Location of target is going to be 2600 from Dagger's position north. Will be type 2. Friendly locations are going to be 2600 meters.
Alright, stand by 1.
Thunder, this is Dagger on 7-0.
Dagger, this is Thunder, go ahead.
We're going to redo that last 9 line. Stand by for 9 line.
Dagger, this is Thunder, go ahead and send your 9 line.
IP Echo, 1 through 3, NA. We're going to be type 2 control.
Stand by.
Thunder, this is Dagger on 7-0.
Dagger, this is Thunder, send it.
9 line is, we are control type 2, 123 NA, elevation of sea level. Description is BM-21. Thunder, this is Dagger on 7-0.
Dagger, this is Thunder, send it.
One more time from the top. Control type 2, elevation of sea level. Looking at 3 times BM-21. Location of target 119227, marked with lays. Friendly positions are 2.6 clicks to the south. Egress yours.
Hold on, read back. Thunder, this is Dagger on 7-0, stand by for 9 line.
Dagger 1-2, this is Thunder 6-3, standing by for 9 line.
Type 2 control, 1-3 NA, sea level. BM-21, grid 119228, marked by ground lays. 2.6 clicks south. Egress yours, advise ready for marks restrictions. Hold on, read back.
Okay, just confirming, you're only seeing 2 in that area, right?
2 what?
BM-21s?
Thunder, this is Dagger. Lines 9 line to follow of type 2 control, 1-3 NA, elevation of sea level of BM-21, grid of 119227, marked with ground lays, 2.6 clicks to the south, egress yours. Ordnance of 2 times advised by for marks and restrictions.
Dagger, this is Thunder. I read back type 2 control 1-3 from the overhead NA. Sea level BM-21s 119227 lays 2.6 kilometers south egress mine. Standing by for marks and restrictions.
We'll be utilizing GBU-12. No other restrictions or remarks.
Dagger, this is Thunder. Once I use those 2, that is all I will have. I suggest switching munitions to Mavericks.
Negative. We will be utilizing GBU-12. Just one.
Copy. Is it going to be on your lays or going to be on my lays?
On my lays.
Copy. On your lays.
On ground lays, paper.
Copy that, Dagger. Be advised, I am going out to the east and I'll be coming west here in about 10-15 Sierra.
Affirm. Advise when on approach.
Going, making my turn now. On final.
Copy on final to tally target.
Affirm, with this one it's a standoff weapon, so I don't need to tally.
Clear hot.
One away. I'm out to the south. Bomb is en route. Guessing 30 seconds. Keep that lace hot.
Dagger copies, laser still hot.
Dagger, this is Thunder. Just confirming, you were looking at the BM-21s, not the BMP, correct?
That's an affirm.
Copy that. Not sure exactly where the bomb picked up your lays, but it looked like it impacted directly next to the BMP.
Dagger copy. Let's repeat and utilize Thunderbolt.
Copy, requesting another ETB-12.
Affirm. Levi's Dagger's blade is cold. Ready for you.
Copy. I am out to the east, turning west.
Dagger copy.
Tally target.
Cleared hot.
Copy, tally. There, cleared hot. Bombs away. Lays hot from Thunder. Splash direct on target. Both targets are destroyed.
Dagger tally. CDA 100/100. Cast complete.
Copy. Thunder copies. Cast complete. 100/100. Dagger, there was a UAZ on the first bomb that tried to make an escape out to the east and crashed into the water.
A terrain kill is still a terrain kill.
Copy.
You chalked that up as a terrain kill for yourself. Well done.
Copy that, Dagger. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I heard a fucking 500-pound bomb explode next to me, I would fucking freak out too and go crazy running off.
I don't know. Driving in the water seems kind of counterproductive.
I don't think he meant to. He just freaked out. The AI just freaked out and fucking drove that way.
I mean, it happens in real too, so, you know.
Spoiler, this is Dagger on 7-0.
Dagger, spoiler, send it.
Stand by for 5 line.
Lord standing by.
Will be Type 2 control of the remaining Novembers. Friendly positions are 600 meters to the west. Location enemies located at grid 12206 in between the open. Stand by for remarks or restrictions.
Lord standing by.
Infantry to be marked with ground lays. Advise land conditions 5.
Dagger, can you give me that grid one more time?
A firm, grid is 112207.
Good copy. I read back, Dagger. Type 2 control, remaining Novembers. Friendly 600 meters to west. Grid 112207. Enemy infantry on your lays. Standing by.
X-ray, let's fire.
Am I clear to engage?
A firm.
Rifle. Let me know when the next one go.
Send 2.
Rifle.
Send 3.
Rifle. I just briefly had an
Lake
anti-air thing. Copy that.
I see that. It might be the BMP.
Well, let's clean up with guns. Repeat that mission, disregard the Novembers, and suppress target with guns.
Be aware, as I only have one pilot, that's going to be pretty hard to do unless it's a gun run.
Copy. Can't hover and fire.
Not well. But if you lays the target for me, I believe I can shoot that general spot.
Affirm, can lace.
Go ahead and go lace on.
Dagger's lace hot.
Cali lace. And confirm friendlies are still 600 meters to the west.
Can confirm.
Am I clear to engage?
Cleared hot.
I'm trying to identify that anti-air. Just keep your eye on that sensor radar. If you receive any type of missile or anything, let me know.
Keep creeping them up.
Let me know when to stop firing.
Hold fire, hold fire.
Hold fire, breaking south. I didn't see during that run-in, so...
Yeah, I think it turned. I think it was that BMP. I don't know why that would be giving us a fucking radar return. It's a fucking BMP-1 with that fucking ATGM on it. Should not be able to lock you, period.
Did you see... Oh, I see a row of vehicles over there now. T-72.
Where are you looking? I don't see that.
.0923 outside the zone. We are moving. You should see them on radar now.
Eyes on. I think that's going to be set up for my CB-105.
Roger. But I am in Colbrook, so I'll leave that.
Dagger, this is Thunder on 7-0.
Send for Dagger.
Be advised, you have, I'm guessing, a division's worth of tanks. 118206 heading north-northwest.
Advise heading north-northwest out of the AO.
North-northwest towards you, towards the AO, outside of the AO.
That position is probably wrong. I've just kind of generalized it.
No, I took you where you were looking,
Oh,
and I got an actual look at them, and I got a reading off of my fucking camera system where they were at. It's 118206.
Thunder, this Dagger needs emergency cast 1x Maverick on ground lays.
Copy. Emergency cast on ground lays in from the south. Am I clear to engage?
Affirm, cleared hot.
Rifle. Direct hit.
Hit is good. Come in for reattack. Have new target, please.
Go ahead. Still on final, so Make it quick.
Send. Send.
Rifle.
Send one more. Send one more.
That was a direct hit on that target. You want another one?
Stay firm. Send again.
Copying, having to go out to the south, re-attack. I have your target locked up. Go and drop your lays.
Base drop.
Coming in from the south, short. I clear engage.
Clear hot. Clear hot.
Rifle.
Thunder, this is Dagger 70.
Dagger, this Thunder, send it.
Advise, what CBU did you bring?
CBU 105.
Dagger Thunder. Dagger out. Thunder, we're going to have a repeat on last pass. This time we'll be utilizing the CBU.
Copy that, Dagger. I am out to the south. IP Sierra, let me know when you want me to turn in.
Turn in when ready.
Getting my ingress from the south. 8 clicks.
Dagger copies.
Am I clear to engage?
Clear hot.
CB 105 away. Goodbye, Grid Square.
Has it landed?
That's what I'm thinking. Dagger, this is Thunder. Can you confirm if that CBU 105 has landed yet?
Interrogative, Thunder. Did you shoot at the tank company that we were blazing to the east, or did you shoot the old BM-21 position?
The tank platoon that you had me come in with the Mavericks on, since that was the very last cast run.
Yeah, affirm. CPU dropped on the old BM-21 position.
Thunder, this is Dagger 1-2. I'm assuming you had a old GPS marker set up.
Yeah, the CB-105 should be a dumb drop. I will be practicing.
The INS guided. Stand by. I'll give you another one here. Thunder, you should have a new CB-105 confirmed.
Affirm confirmed.
All right, go ahead and re-attack. Make sure you have a good INS marker. Be advised, CB-105s one of these are INS guided. They are not.
Copy. I don't think I've ever had a target in my targeting system when I dropped that, so that's good to know.
Yeah, the 105s and 103s are called liquid rounds. So it's referring to the canister itself, not the bomb.
GPS coordinates have been input into the computer system. I am coming out to the south, turning in slightly shorter south.
Dagger copy, continue.
Dagger, I'm in from the south. Tally on target.
Better copy, clear hot.
One away. I'm gonna have to test those to see if those are actually a standoff weapon or not. There they go.
Oh, I can hear that.
Thunder, be advised,
Camera.
task complete, 100 out of 100.
Dagger, Thunder copies. Task complete 100 out of 100.
All our assets, be advised, we are Miller time.
Copy that Miller time. Everest Winter Thunder 6-3 setting on 75 out to your southwest, coming on active runway, they're 04 right.
Airbase, this is Warlord on top 5, coming in from the west. Any direct Mike 3 helicopter parking will not be passing through active runway.
Airways Winner Center 63 on active runway 04 right, taxiing to Sear 7. Direction Sear 6. Airways Winner Center 63 on Sear 6 off of active runway 04 right. Holding short 04 left. Getting taxi over 22 right or Sear 7.
Airbase, spoiler on 75, swinging off my greenhouse upper parking, setting up 75.
Airways Winner Center 63, setting up 75, engine spooled down, mic 3, parking, setting up 75, good day.
Oh, here comes the cool ass pilot. Lock it up.
God damn. I
All
get
right.
all the bitches.
So debrief should be pretty quick. I hot washed most of the stuff in the field with Tosco. Big things for him are going to be focusing on brevity, so headings, get those out of the 5 lines and 9 lines. Pro words. So Thunder says turning IP Echo will be turning in Spring Sierra. They continue, which is Dagger copies, or copy all that, or whatever. Just utilizing pro words will help with brevity. That's actually something for everyone. So for Thunder, you can say pushing IP Echo, turning west in 15 Sierra. You could say, am I yelling?
You're just like cutting in and out.
Oh, gotcha.
So it wasn't just me then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, is that any better?
Yes. More consistent.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm on the verge of getting sick, and so I'm finding my energy is flagging here. So brevity for everyone, including myself, is something I always have to work on too. So everyone should be focused on brevity. Think about what you're going to say before you say it. Try not to type air time. Manage one cast at a time. If we've got cast going on, that takes priority over the radio traffic. If there's emergency traffic, and that means like, hey, you're about to die because a tank's about to roll up on your right on your flank, that's fine. Interrupt cast. But otherwise, everything, that radio traffic should be maintained between Dagger and the person on cast. We as Dagger should not be trying to work up a second cast mission 99.9% of the time. There will be exceptions to that, but the vast majority we're not going to do that. Exceptions to that rule will be, hey, I've cleared Thunder Type 3 control on a target out there. You're clear to engage. I don't need to have any more communication there. And now, Warlord, I'm going to work Type 2 control with you. Okay? So that's like the excuse me, type of exception that we're going to see. Speed's getting better. Accuracy needs a bit better. And that talk about accuracy of our communications. So accuracy needs to be better, consistent with the type of cast we're calling, the format, and
if you're
where
in
the
the
target
chat,
is.
go and say
The
hi. We're
initial
just
infantry
in
calls,
debrief right now.
we sent the
So
munitions
hopefully you were able to
well
watch
past where the infantry actually were, and that was because
some of
we
the
marked where they were.
actual
We
cast
were
that
marking, we were
was
past where they
employed
were.
tonight.
We weren't considering the ingress of the aircraft. Like, okay, they're coming in from the south, but they're shooting into targets that are on a hill that's north of their position, so on the north side of the north-facing part of the hill, so they wouldn't be able to see it. So we need to consider angles of the attack, where they're shooting, what they're shooting at, etc. Lastly, munition selection. All right, so two different things with that. First, it was called up that there was like a company's worth of tanks coming in, and there were. It was basically 4 different platoon sections, or 4 different platoons of T-72s I put down. A Maverick on the first one makes somewhat sense because it was firing immediately. But we obviously forgot what a CBU 105 was, and that we had one. And that was like the perfect opportunity to get him in on a CBU 105 attack. And like immediately it would have been like, hey, let's kill that company. Like that's we're not even gonna get questioned on that one from the command, from Task Force Commander. Like it's hey, there's a company's worth of tanks coming in, and Six is gonna be like, can you kill it? And we're gonna say yes, and he's gonna say okay. And we at that point it's Thunder Type 3 control 1 through 3 and a elevation from the overhead, companies worth of tanks. Friendlies are whatever away, egress yours, advice ready for marching restrictions. He's going to reply, ready. Especially with CBU 105, final tech heading, make sure you're, and then give him whatever tech heading you want so he's not dropping it over friendly heads. That's all you got to worry about. Like, literally, that should have been dead within, I don't know, a minute of it being called up. And that's the type of thing that you have to get used to. You have to get, like, things will happen that fast. Without any doubt, they will happen. Those are the biggest things I've got. You're ready to do your qualifications. However, before I schedule it with you, I want you to find a time with another pilot, with Silversmith and Clay, I don't care who. I want you to find time with a pilot or pilots, and I want you to do more casts. Just work up 5 lines and 9 lines on your own. I don't care if you're dry runs even, but you got to practice, and the more you practice, the better off you'll be.
Paper.
But yeah, you're ready to do it. Keep your head when shit starts hitting the fan, because it definitely will. And consider just, clean, clear communications is really what's going to save you. All right, Lieutenant Clay, anything else? So, not to step on anyone here, but let's not kick any dead horses I've already covered. So.
Of course, Thursday was I wasn't going to cover anything about that. That is all yours. I was just going to say, sorry about that employment of the 105. I have never had a GPS guidance target before in my time within the 74th, so I was unaware that it was GPS guidance. So sorry about that, but I will test that to see if it's a employable weapon like the GBU-12 is at a standoff distance of 14 clicks.
I don't believe it will be. It's probably going to be somewhere between like 3 and 6 clicks is my guess. Again, that's ARMA, so I don't know. The 105 and the 105 and the 103s will both allow for INS guided. If you don't have a GPS target set, it may go CCIP, but I don't know that for a fact.
Oh, I can. That's what I've always used in the past, is the CCIP targeting on my computer. So that's actually what I dropped it on. I didn't even pull up the TGT. I just left it there, and I just dropped it on my targeting square on my camera system. And I was like, this should have exploded a long freaking time ago. And Silversmith was like, has that gone off yet? I'm like, no, as far as I know.
Well, technically it did, just in the wrong area. So the other thing to keep in mind on CBUs is their non-WICMAG counterparts, and that's going to be the
86 or 89.
The CBU 90, I want to say 97, actually, hold on.
It says 87s on our cheat sheet.
87, and I think it's 87 and 97. 87 should be the anti-personnel.
Yeah, the ones that don't work very well.
Yeah, CBU 97 is the anti-tank. So CBU 97 and CBU 105 are exactly the same munition. Only difference is the 105 is INS guided.
Okay.
All right, and then actually, while we're talking about munitions, Sergeant Tosca, you had a question about GPS guided, or excuse me, not GPS, laser guided munitions, how they function. Basically, a GBU-12, it's the same thing as a Mark 82, with the exception that it has a seeker head on the front of it that has a sensor that looks for laser energy based upon whatever code that's been programmed to do it. And then at the back of it are the fins that direct it to the target. Uses fins to stabilize, actually front and back of it, I believe. But uses fins to stabilize and guide it onto that laser target from a fair distance away, much further away than. Once again, we can drop those pretty damn far away.
From space, and it would land at the right spot if you dropped it in the right spot in space.
I've gone 20 clicks out and dropped that and landed on target.
Interesting.
And again, that's an ARMA-ism. An A-10 in real life from like an elevation of 20,000, which A-10s don't fly out very often, but from like elevations of 20,000, 25,000, while it's flyable, those elevations are hard for the aircraft to maintain stable flight, especially with a heavy load. So GBU-12 for that, you can drop it like 6-7 clicks. All right. And then GPS guided, or in this case, the eGBU-12s, which still blows my mind. So the eGBU-12 is the enhanced GBU-12. And that is a GPS-guided munition with laser terminal guidance. So basically, they can mark a target on the ground with GPS, program that to the bomb, drop it on that GPS target. Without any other guidance, it's going to hit that GPS target within like 10 meters or something like that. However, they also have a laser guided system on it, so that if the target's a moving target, they can drop it in the initial area, and then using lays, they can keep that bomb on target and track it all the way into target.
And that's what I utilized during Task Force Charlie. They wanted me to try and split the difference between one of those entrenched positions, where it had the sandbags in the front and then that overhang in the front, or in the top, and I was going to try and split the difference right there in the middle. And the tank decided to pull out and went pull out behind it, and I just moved the laser cursor directly over the target, and it hit directly on target. So.
All right. Last things to cover munitions-wise. What type of Mavericks are you using today?
Those are hotels.
Okay, so hotels are going to be CCTV guided. So they're not going to use your ground lays to track on the target. He can use your ground lays to figure out what target you want him to shoot, but he won't actually be able to track that with the Maverick. Guided.
Gotcha.
The only ones that are laser guided are the Limas, and we are not authorized to carry 3 of those because of the clipping issue. So,
really?
Yeah. We have access. Oh, well, the clipping issue, and also we can't access them when we go to drop them, so there's kind of that issue as well.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, there is a
So-
laser guided butt,
Yeah.
and the other one
So
is a Delta, and that is
Which
for
is IR.
Yeah, IR. So that's nighttime guidance only.
Yeah, so the CCTV ones, the way they work, and the IR ones, basically the way they work, they use the camera on the front of that weapon system to pick out a target and use the differentiation between contrast on the camera image to lock onto the target.
And that's probably in DCS. In the armor version, you just find the target, lock it, gives you a box, and then when it goes fully, it goes with a box with a triangle over it with a dot right in the center. That tells you that it's fully locked on, and you're able to fire it at that time. So those are fire and forget missiles. So I could have taken out 6 of those in one pass. So.
Oh, interesting.
All right. Any other questions on munitions?
But not at this time.
Silversmith?
Thank you, Sergeant. And stop me if you covered this already. Just interrupt. First of all, minor, very, very minor map markers for your DPs. Let's try to use the rectangles instead of the squares.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yes.
didn't catch that.
Personally, I'm cool with whatever the hell you want to use. You can use the flags for all I care, but honestly, as long as it's uniform across the entire thing, because we train to look for that rectangle. If we're looking for that square, it takes us a second to recognize it, and it's just a minor bump in the road, as it were. By the end of the mission, it's fine, because we're used to it by then, but at the beginning, it's like, Anyway, so, yeah, just keep that in mind.
Stay firm. Rectangles over squares.
Second thing, and I'm saying this as much as for myself as, because I know my section lead would be all over it, authorization to fire, very specifically, cleared hot and cleared to engage. We're literally trained to look for those specific things. I'm totally cool with send it, me personally, but officially, they're going to say you need to say those words. So just keep that part in mind.
Stay firm. Was that when we were sending the Novembers back to back to back?
There was a number of times it just kind of got intermixed there. That's
Stay
all.
firm.
Yeah, like I said, not a big deal for me, but a big deal for my section lead, and I think the captain himself would have an issue with that.
Stay firm.
And you'll get used to it. That's just a time and experience thing. Let's see here. Oh, the last thing. Your location for the BPs themselves. I was totally cool with BP Creon. I was behind a mountain. Theoretically, the enemy threat was, where it was at. Hiding behind a mountain, no issue to the other side. No issue with that one. BP Maker, though, was a slight issue. Not because of well, let me put it this way. With where the friendly forces were located and where I was located and general height stuff, while I could have hid there easily, that's only if, my enemy targets were at the coast, right? Based on where that bullseye was, I would not have sat a bird there at all, because all they have to do is go over that hill on that road, break through the friendly forces that are right here, basically, and then suddenly they can see my bird and they can shoot me. And they're going to do just that if they manage that. So, not that close to the AO, basically, is the rule set for that.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was, Crayon I was pretty confident about, but Maker I was up in the air about. But if definitely try to communicate that to me while we're on the field, because I would have been more than happy to just fucking axe Maker and have you go back to Crayon if you thought that was disadvantageous.
Well, and that's where we get into the kind of weird part about the whole pilot Dagger thing, which is, I didn't go there. I was back over here by the town, hiding behind the mountain. So
You made it work.
I made it work, and that wasn't enough to literally tell you, because I was still in the general spot you wanted me to be at without actually exposing myself. So that's not enough reason to tell you to move it. Having said that, though, if you want me to tell you that, even though there's like a 500-meter difference, I'm totally cool with that. It's just normally when we're flying around, we're moving. The only time I do that hover shit is when I'm single seeing anything, because there's no reason to be moving when I can't see anything anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's it for me, Sergeant.
Thank you for the feedback.
Thank you, Chief. All right, so yeah, just to tag on one thing that he was talking about, there's ripple firing off Hellfires or Mavericks or whatever we're going to do, especially if it's a laser guided munition. We can do ripple fire or ripple drop GBUs. Consider flight time. Consider how many targets we're hitting, and maybe we can ripple off ones while we're there in the air. So in that case, I'd probably be, say, looking for 3 times Maverick kilos with 5-second separation between fire, or maybe 6-second, give yourself a little bit. And you're only going to do this on targets that you can absolutely for certain hit with a fire like that, where you can move your together. If you got moving BTRs, I wouldn't do that, right? Only because that one of them may move into cover, you're not going to be able to laser anymore, and that's a wasted Maverick. Or wasted Hellfire, rather. But consider it possibilities of like those Novembers on the infantry, definitely like ripple off like 3 of them or 4 of them, and with 4 or 5 second separation, and you're just shifting your lays between targets. One hits, you shift your lays. Another hits, move your lays. Another hits. And as long as you're not shifting like 120 degrees, then they're going to hit their targets, and you're going to have like a massive amount of impact in an area very close together, or it's very close in timing, and be able to just decimate an enemy section like that. Plus, I'll tell you, like from an infantry standpoint, like it makes our infantry kind of go ooh and ah to you. Can't remember which mission it was. It was last deployment or deployment before that. We started off the mission with a ripple of Hellfires on an enemy vehicle maintenance depot where there were multiple Z trucks being worked on and like multiple light armor. And so this was like the very first thing we did was ripple off like 4 or 5 Hellfire Novembers and kilos and just decimated this place. It was just like you could just hear the whistles coming overhead one at a time, and everyone in the infantry was just sitting there drooling. So it's fun when it happens, and you get to do it right. In those cases, I would say, again, looking for 4 times Hellfires, and then you're cleared hot. And cleared hot, 4-second separation between each round, or 5 second, whatever you want to do. And then they'll just ripple off the ones.
A question on that spacing for the rounds, the rockets, missiles. So I was kind of going like off the cuff, but you're not waiting for impact to switch to your next target.
No, you're waiting for impact to switch, for you to switch to the next target. You're not waiting for impact for the next round to be fired. So you can have 4 munitions in the air.
You could have 8.
Okay, but you're just shifting your lays between each target.
I got you. And then
do you want to try again? We can. If you guys want, we can do one more.
I don't have the time.
Okay.
But I would love to at some point or another. But that's why we are requesting 4 or 5 second separation time. Is that way we can switch, and then the missile, while it's in the air, has time to move to the next location.
But again, you're not shifting from here to there, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about shifting like, okay, everything's coming over my right shoulder. I'm going to hit something that's in line with that Chinook, and then something that's in line with those trees over there, and then that Chinook, and then something over there. That's enough time for it to shift.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in terms of number count between each landing shot, which is basically when you want them to fire in terms of interval firing, it's how quick you feel you can move when you recognize the explosion on target and move to the next one and make sure you're on it, which, depending on the person, could be anywhere from like 3 seconds to a lot shorter.
Well, I wouldn't go shorter than like 5 or 6.
Armor. Yeah.
Because those rounds still have to maneuver, right? And if it's only 3 seconds, it's not going to give the round time to maneuver.
From an armor perspective, I would do 10 seconds plus because screw us.
Okay.
I've done 6-second separation with small shifts, and it went perfect.
Sergeant Stevens, I just saw an announcement on the armory.
Right. Any other comments, questions, concerns?
Negative.